Alright, so the first thing on my list is, so I'm thinking of changing my schedule to start helping you. So I'm switching the vlog to a more podcast type so that you and I can talk about things from the week, like significant moments or not so significant moments. And it'll help us keep our thoughts together.
So should I make fun of you the whole time you're talking like you do to me while I'm trying to record music?
Yeah, sure.
Just kidding.
I hope that this new schedule works out. I don't like being bored, I love working. But this gives me more time to work on my website and stuff, and store stuff, and your stuff. Words.
Yeah.
I have been adding stuff to Redbubble. It is a very simple, kind of boring store. You can just upload an image and the company will make all of the merch if anybody orders it, so it's like zero responsibility after you upload the photo.
Is that where, like, you can put pictures on a mug or something?
Yeah, on a mug, on an apron, on a tote, on a throw pillow, on shower curtains and comforters, and they have face masks now. There's a lot of really cool face masks on there.
I bet.
So Canon sent me an email that if I fill out a little survey, I could be selected for a new IV camera printer. And I feel like I was probably the only one that did it because they contacted me a couple days later and I got the camera and it came in the mail the other day. It is not their newest version. It has very limited abilities, but it is still really cool, especially for in-the-moment stickers and photos if you're with friends. So maybe when your family visits, we could give them some photos if they feel like doing that.
If you want. They send out thousands and thousands of little things like that to people.
Yeah, they send them out, but does
That's
anybody ever do them?
promotion
Not really.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I meant the camera itself, not just,
Yeah.
you know. Lots of people get it and do a video with it, and that's their whole point.
Yeah.
Marketing.
I learned how to crochet a heart, which is perfect size for cup coasters or pot holders, which I can add to my future store that I will make, which I have not made yet. But that is also why I'm switching my schedule, because it'll give me more time to work on opening a store where I can sell my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick is starting up his, or I should say continuing after a decade, his music.
Just a music recording program on a Mac. It's old and outdated, but my computer didn't work for a long time, and now it does, so.
Yeah, we got him a cord so that he could hook it up to the TV.
The monitor was destroyed by a dog. It was.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was done for because it's a Mac. You know, it's not just like a normal monitor busted. Turns out all the insides are still fine, so.
Yeah, so we got the cord, it hooks up to the TV, and everything is working well. And it is really fun watching you make your stuff. You use GarageBand, it is very user-friendly.
I think they still have, like, GarageBand programs out, but mine's just really old.
And it is only for Mac. I tried to get it on my Windows computer, and I could not.
No, you can't. No, it's
Which sucks.
I don't know about now, but every Mac they put out has it on it when you buy it.
Really?
Yeah, I think
that's cool.
even the notebooks and stuff like that. It's like a normal program on there.
That's cool.
Which is cool because it's not a normal program by any means to a normal desktop, but for a Mac it is.
It is such a cool program.
They have like iMovie and you can make movies, anything. And even I got the computer in 2006 and it was already set up for podcasts then. So it was a little ahead of its time. I understand people had podcasts then, but it was nothing like it is now 14 years later. Everybody has a freaking podcast now. That's what famous people do now, so. You
just did a Pink Floyd cover, and you are working on a radio cover.
Well, Pink Floyd's the band of the first one, Comfortably Numb. Radio is the song by a band called Alkaline Trio. When you say radio cover, that's a little misleading.
Radio cover.
There's a lot of songs on the radio.
Yeah.
But it's the band Alkaline Trio. The title of the song is Radio.
Your Pink Floyd cover is freaking awesome. I am very excited for you to post it. You're expecting strings in the mail today.
Yeah.
What are they for?
Acoustic. They're Martin, like ultralight strings for my uncle's guitar. That was, I guess, handed down to me.
It's an acoustic electric, right?
Yeah, Ibanez.
So you can use it to record music
Mm-hmm.
with the program. We also found some blank CDs, and we burned some CDs for the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna talk about what's on them, just for fun?
Music.
Music.
There's a bunch. There's a Beatles CD, Modest Mouse, Green Day, a bunch of bands that when I was growing up, I grew up in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up in the 90s, so there's a lot of music that, was just on the radio back then that people think is cool now. I guess music's always been like that, though. But, so, just making mixes.
You have a rap CD,
The
right?
radio here where we live, it's like you're lucky if you get reception to listen to the radio. So
Or a
kind of
cool
have to
song.
go old school and listen to CDs, because even trying to use satellite radio or anything around here doesn't work. So,
Most of the stations are stupid, too.
and I mean, it's been so long for us burning CDs. You know what I mean? I can't even remember the last time I burnt CDs with that computer, but it's kind of fun. I guess you could say it's nostalgic. But when I was a kid, burning CDs to me is still kind of a newer thing, quote unquote, because, we had to listen to the radio and get your cassette ready and press record and play and, wait for a song on the radio to make your mixtape was cassettes, so
That's so funny.
CDs I still in my head think of newer,
Yeah. Yeah. My car doesn't even have a cassette.
No cars do. Most cars don't even have a CD player now. You buy a brand new car, there's no CD player in it.
My friend's had a cassette and a CD thing in it, I think. Or not a CD, only a cassette, I think.
It
But it also had, like, an
I'm
aux
saying like a
input.
brand new car. If you get a 2020 car, there's nothing. It's satellite radio.
Yeah. My car's a 2001, and it only has a CD thing. But
Player?
it doesn't, a CD player, but it doesn't even have like an aux cord input or anything.
Yeah, no.
Literally just CD.
Cars now don't even have cigarette lighters in them, which is like how a lot of things are set up, like phone chargers or to play a external CD player or something. New cars don't even come with this cigarette lighter,
Mine still has one, but it doesn't work.
but you can still plug something into it,
Yeah.
like a jack, and it works. We charge our phones in there all the time.
Or for the tire pump. So you got me purple hair dye at the store when you went for UV bulbs for the tanks.
Yeah.
You think the purple's gonna look okay over the blue?
Yeah, your hair's not blue. It's definitely like faded and like I would say like blonde blue. It's not.
It's not that light. I mean, it isn't.
It really
parts,
is.
but
Like I'm looking at it right now, and the tips are blonde.
the tips and right where it meets the roots are very blonde, but like everything in between is still very colored.
I'd say it's like teal. Like it's not blue though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it'll look fine. I
think
think it'll
so?
just look darker purple. Then because it's not really purple, it's berry blast,
Berry blast splat.
which is very like 90s punk hair, purplish.
It's like a neon.
It's not pink,
ruby
but
purple.
it's bright. It's not purple, so to say. So I think it'll look fine.
You don't think I should get a color remover? You think it'll be fine?
Yeah, no, I think it'll look cool. If anything, it'll look, because like you're blonde with that, it'll look lighter and
Yeah,
then
my
dark
bangs are
and-
blonde.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna bleach my entire head. So
Are you really?
yeah, you think that's okay?
It's
gonna
bad
be-
for your hair.
It'll be bright purple. Oh, I barely ever do anything to my hair. It'll be fine. We have really good conditioner that'll bounce it right back. My hair's always reacted very well to stuff like this. Except when my bangs turned pink. That was weird the last time I bleached them. That was kind of funny. You also got me jeans.
Yeah, they were on sale.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah. That was perfect timing because we just did lawn work, was it yesterday or it was 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yesterday it rained all day.
I could not imagine doing that weed whacking with
You can't.
my stretchy pants.
You can't. You have to have jeans. You
Yeah.
can't do it with short, especially not shorts or sweatpants. I mean,
Yeah, that weed whacker was kicking rocks at me so hard, even through the jeans, it frickin' hurt.
yeah, like people who don't do trimming and stuff don't realize that you're getting hit in the face. It's not even rocks. Like you're getting hit in the face with even blades of grass flying at you hurt more than you would think.
I kept getting stuff in my eyes.
You have to wear
and in
jeans.
my
You're supposed to wear
shoes.
long sleeve shirt and eye protection too, but
Yeah. And I was wearing not good shoes for this. I really need to get some boots.
No, you gotta wear boots, yeah.
I don't have boots, though. I need to get some.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do the chicken run yet, but weather's been shoddy. We gotta get the chicken wire wrapped around that thing.
You gonna do that tomorrow? We keep saying, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, and then the next day we're like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow.
Well, it's either we're like doing yard work all day, which is pretty tiring, and then it rains, like the weather here, it could just start lightning storm. You can't be outside playing with metal when there's lightning literally a couple hundred feet above your head. You know, we're 4,000 feet in the air, so
yeah,
you can't mess around with that.
And my arms and my feet still hurt so bad from weed whacking for just not even a couple hours the other day.
No, it was a solid couple hours, dude.
Oh,
and like not really.
Goodness.
You'd only stop when you ran out of gas. Like you weren't.
Yeah, I ran out of gas twice.
You know, and you weren't drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lightning around here literally hits stuff all the time. Trees, people's houses. Mm-hmm. Like it just blew up a tree not too long ago. It was on.
Yeah, it was on that Facebook page, wasn't it? Or on the news or something?
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
It like blew shards through their pool and everything. Like it's a lot different than
back in the city.
Yeah, living at sea level or something. Which don't get me wrong, lightning is dangerous no matter what. But up here, it's like it hits the ground.
You need to be very cautious up here.
Yeah.
But when it rains, we see snakes in the road frequently.
Yeah, frogs and snakes just come out everywhere. They come out of the woodwork, one might say.
Shut up. There was actually a snake in the basement the other day. Maybe a little less than a week ago.
No, it was like last week.
It was last week, yeah, but I don't think it was like Sunday. I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was a little baby ringneck.
Yep, ringneck, yeah.
I just casually walked out of the room to go upstairs because I had to pee, and there was just a snake there, and I was in disbelief at first. I was like, is that a toy? We don't have a toy snake. It wasn't moving, and so I just ran upstairs, and I was like, Nick.
Yeah, whenever Samara gets freaked out or like needs something, she doesn't say what she needs. She just will say your name repeatedly. So you don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, it's the only way to get your attention. Like when you're talking to somebody else.
But, you know.
In the middle of a conversation.
Most people would be like, there's a snake in the basement. You just, Nick. So the person that you're talking to automatically goes into panic mode. You don't know what the hell's going on. But it's just a little baby snake in the basement.
I was more excited than anything.
Yeah, true. That too. But me, I grew up catching just hundreds of snakes on a daily basis all the time. I was a crazy little one.
And you like chasing toads as well, too.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to chase toads. You gotta hunt down and chase like green bullfrogs and green frogs, aquatic frogs, leopard frogs. They're much harder to catch. A toad you can walk right up on.
Yeah, that's very true.
Toads you can even accidentally step on.
Yep. There's toads that like to sit right outside the doors around here.
Yeah.
There's
They have burrows all around the house.
Yeah. There's one out the back door that
He's little.
Yeah, Nick. The other back door.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah.
There's two back doors. Basement door.
Yeah. Nick randomly brought it in the other night when I was just sitting on the couch. He brought it in and set it on me, and I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, I do that often. If I find a frog outside, I'll just bring it in to show you and then take him back out. But I put him on your chest, and you were really warm, and he was perfectly content sitting there.
Yeah.
It was...
It's
weird. It can be 89 degrees during the day here and then be 58 degrees at night. So he was pretty cold. And then
he was very cold.
You weren't at all.
Yeah.
You were very warm. So he just chilled with you for a while.
Yeah, he did not want to move. And then
he would have the whole night if I didn't take him back outside.
Yeah. And then last night we saw him again. I think it was last night, right?
That was a different one last night. Last night was the littler one.
2 nights ago then?
Last night was Splat. 2 nights ago was James. We named them.
Yeah, and then James has a buddy that we've never seen before. I named him Elijah.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger.
Yeah, he's bigger.
The toads around here can be the size of a full grapefruit. Like, no exaggeration, the width.
Yeah.
And they're damn near as fat, too.
Yeah, there was one that randomly somehow got in the chicken coop last week or 2 weeks ago.
They burrow.
Yeah. That's really hard sand or dirt right there. No.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. But yeah, he's in the chicken coop. I think he was trying to commit suicide because luckily the chicken didn't see it because
Yeah, and he was a big boy. He was the size of my hand.
he'd get his brains pecked out.
Yeah. So we started a compost pile with the neighbors' horse crap that they leave on the road when they take their horses walking.
Yeah, but it's, for people who don't know, it's not like dog poop or something. It's basically all hay.
Yeah, it's just really smelly hay.
Smelly hay.
So we gathered that up and we have a pile in the backyard, and I've been throwing all of my fruit and veggie peels, and we've been putting our food scraps in there as well, and it is decaying about how I expected it to, which is...
It's a pile of poop.
Yeah.
It's a pile of poop and rotten vegetables, so you can't really expect much from it, It's doing its job.
Yeah, it's turning into a thing.
Yep.
Oh, back to the garden. We picked some peppers, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
Mm-hmm.
The jalapeno peppers were not as spicy as we expected.
No, they're really mild.
They tasted more like the bell peppers.
Yeah.
Like spicy bell peppers.
Yeah, you can eat them. Just, you bite into a seed, it's extremely spicy. But
Yeah.
them little red super chilies will put a hurting on you. Yeah. No, they're not like a habanero or ghost chili or nothing, but they are super chilies, and they're up there. The Scovilles on them are pretty high.
Yeah, they are hot.
They're little wicked peppers.
Yeah. I ate a tomato and a cucumber yesterday, and they were both very watery, and they weren't like super flavorful, but like they still tasted like they were supposed to. The cucumber tasted very green though. A lot more green, and the skin was a lot softer than a cucumber from the store, which I found very interesting.
Yeah, there's nothing in our garden. There's no enhancements or nothing like that.
Yeah,
It's not,
I think we mixed in a little bit of soil.
It's not shipped and packaged for weeks. It's fresh. It's a lot different.
Yeah, it was very pleasant.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot more moisture in them. They're about double the width diameter than a cucumber you buy at the store. They're
Yeah,
huge.
it was fat. It was like an eggplant.
Yeah.
Saba likes Nick a lot more now because you give him gravy.
He's always liked me. He's just, I'm not you.
I said a lot more now.
But yeah, we found his thing, gravy from the dog food and stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat the morsels or the actual kibble in it, but he will slurp down the gravy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Mm-hmm. So he's our little gravy brain.
Yeah, he's the gravy baby.
Yeah.
I've looked up there if we could get just gravy, and it's almost impossible to find just gravy, but apparently the stuff that's in gravy is really bad for the cats anyway. So
how they make it.
Yeah, it's like
most
flour,
dog food and cat
a lot
food
of grain.
is just corn and flour. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's not good for them at all. So we're gonna start making him gravy at home with some broth, and we're gonna boil it down.
Add some flour to it, but it's not.
No, squash, actually.
It's not gravy like you'd buy for a dog at the store. It's a lot more natural because around here in Virginia, you can get natural flour at the markets around here. It's not bleached, mass-produced flour like at the store. You can buy locally made pretty much anything around here. You can buy it locally made. Anything, literally. Any kind of food you can think of.
If the market's open.
Well, even at the stores, but yeah, the market's not open right now, but... And they're not doing the big flea market garage, quote-unquote garage sale thing in Hillsville this year. Mm-hmm. Which is just the whole main highways are just loaded with people selling stuff at stands and stuff. So
it's probably similar to Temperance Day, isn't it?
Every city has something like it every year,
But I read that you can add squash instead of flour, which is much better for them. And
I don't
they have
know
some squash
how,
upstairs.
though.
I don't know how either, but...
Squash is not
But it's not a grain.
But it's not a powder.
It just thickens the gravy. Once it's mushed down. Kind of like applesauce.
I don't know. We'll try it, but he's a cat. Cats like meat.
Yeah.
Try to give him a squash. I'll be like, what the hell is this?
Maybe we could boil some of the food into it, and it'll get all squishy, and maybe he'll like that.
Yeah, that's what I would do, is just cook down his food into basically mush.
Mm. He does not like pate, though, so I would keep it more watery. But
yeah. And it's not like he's picky. I'm kind of making it sound like he's a picky. Some cats only eat certain things. He's not really like that. He eats his cat food. He just likes gravy.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with just scraping the gravy out of a can and then feeding the rest to our pit bull. She's our junkyard dog. She eats anything.
Yeah. Anything and nothing at the same time.
Well,
She's picky.
she's been spoiled.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She eats when she's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not what she wants to eat, though, and she's not, like, starving, she won't eat it, though.
Yeah. And our bulldog loves fruits and vegetables. Only the certain fruits that he can have. Obviously, some are poisonous to dogs, but he'll just mow on some carrots. If you give him some carrots, Reese, the pit bull, will spit them right out. Like, this ain't cheese.
Yeah, it's weird.
This ain't meat. Like,
She eats anything with cheese on it.
which is bad because, most dogs are lactose intolerant, but she's old.
And Rocky, he's a good boy. He'll eat anything, but he can't eat
No.
anything because of his allergies.
Yeah. Poor guy. He's getting old too. He's starting to, I don't want to say lose it, but you'll find him just standing in a room, like dazing out. Like, he's going blind and a little deaf at the same time, so he's 9. Bulldogs only live, between 8 to 12 years, so he's right there in the middle.
Mm.
A lot of bulldogs actually don't even make it that long, so.
He's a healthy boy.
Yeah, and he still runs around and acts like a puppy. So
Oh, he's still very much acts like a puppy.
He's got a lot of time left in him, yeah, dude.
He just has moments.
Yeah, he gets like in these weird little. He gets lost outside at night. He can't see. He run way out in the property to go potty, and then you have to
Call him.
yeah use noises to get him back or go get him.
And, like, point a flashlight at him so you can
And
see.
when he finally finds you, he gets so excited. It's like
He's a good companion.
seeing you
pal.
for the first time again for the days. He's a very good companion dog. He'll always be right there where you need him.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
He tries to chase down Thunder.
Yeah, he's he's our head of security. He wouldn't be able to do much, but God, you gotta love and just respect his heart and his courage. He goes face first into anything, and he wouldn't be able to do a dang old thing, but
Yeah.
he'd try. Whereas the other dog will run away.
Yeah.
I mean,
She shakes for no reason.
If it comes to like animals or something though, or somebody trying to get into the house, she will. She gets pretty. But
I mean, she's supposed to be kind of
but
a
I've
hunting
seen
dog.
her literally get scared and run. Whereas Rocky is going towards the danger. Dude's only got 10-inch legs.
If
He's
that.
little, and he weighs 65 pounds.
He comes up to my knee.
Yeah, he's a little guy. He's little, but he's not.
He's heavy.
He's a bulldog.
Yeah. He's a fat sausage.
Yeah. He's actually a smaller one too. Some are bigger than him.
Yeah, I worked for a lady who had a bulldog, and it was much bigger than Rocky.
Mm-hmm. They're usually about double his size. He's little. He's a little guy.
Wasn't he the runt, or was Reese the runt?
Reese was the run of her litter, which me and my brother hand delivered them dogs. We used to help our friend Rich breed dogs. Same guy where we got Rocky too, but you can't, for the most part, deliver bulldogs. The mom has to have a cesarean section because the heads are too fat. So it's hard to tell. It's like you can't tell which one's like the runt, sometimes unless it's smaller. But Rocky's litter, they're all pretty much the same size. But Reese was significantly smaller. And she was actually a twin. She was in the same sack with a dog, her brother. And I think he was getting a lot of the nutrients. So
He's like a mirror image of her, though.
yeah, exactly the same, but they're brown. She has one white ear and one brown ear, and their ears on the opposite ear. So it looks like when you would walk them, like a mirror was in between them. It was pretty cool.
So your family is apparently going to be visiting for a day. And how do you think they're going to like the tanks?
Oh, yeah, no, they'll like him. Uncle Kevin I've always been around, tanks and everything. And Uncle Kevin has your back about anything. He'll love anything you do because you're family. So, but he's always had all lizards and all types of animals and stuff. So he'll think it's sweet, dude. We'll probably shoot with him too a little bit.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And ride the four-wheelers. Uncle Kevin's the one who taught us how to ride wheelies on anything.
Oh my goodness, do you think he's going to try to do that?
That four-wheeler's a little different. That's an automatic. You can't really...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
to ride a wheelie, you gotta, pop it into gear and then ride it up. Uncle Kevin still even has an award-winning Corvette and shit like that, so he's cool. Aunt Lynn's coming, and then Tammy, and then our cousin Alyssa's 2 boys, which honestly I've only seen a couple times. So they're teenagers now.
No idea what they're into besides probably video
I mean, they're
games.
boys, so that's not a big deal. You know, you get a 22 out and be safe with them. They'll be excited to probably shoot a 22. If they're allowed. I don't know if Alyssa's, against that. I wouldn't assume so, but...
You have some kind of fireworky little things here.
I'm sure Mom will go get some fireworks and stuff for them.
You think so?
Yeah. But, I mean, pretty much everything that, me and my brother are into, it's like we learned all that from Uncle Kevin, like fighting and motor vehicles and, animals. And, I mean, Mom and our dad taught us a lot about animals, too. It's just always been our family. Music, rock and roll, partying.
Yeah. I love it. I'm learning a lot from this guy. You, I mean.
Yeah. Fight's on tonight, though.
Yes. Missed the ones last night. Didn't even think about that.
Nah, Bellator's on Friday. I forget.
So I can't find a way to segue into this next part. It's just a complete subject change.
Did that stop?
No, the screen just went out. I have been trying to do a morning/daily routine to try to, keep myself on a good schedule. We've been waking up very late and going to bed very late.
We stay up, yeah.
Yeah. We stay up very late and then we wake up very late.
I've personally worked nights and then different jobs during the day for years.
Years and years and years.
So.
Ever since I started working, I've been on weird schedules.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been on like one set, steady, wake up in the morning kind of schedule and then go to bed at a decent time. So what I'm trying to do to try to wake up well and be most productive is I'm trying to brush my teeth and take vitamins and brush my hair and wash my face and
things you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, things you're supposed to be doing, but I know me and my family don't do regularly, at least. And I have stupid skin problems, and dealing with those first thing in the morning make the rest of the day feel a lot better, like my body's more comfortable. Nick has always been on a good schedule. He's a good boy. He brushes his teeth every morning, like you're supposed to.
Well, yeah, not even just that, We were raised on a, routine, and Mom and my dad was military, and then my mom, taught us how to take care of ourselves at a very young age. So it's like, it's different. Mm-hmm. You got parents who work and stuff, and you're at home. This was a different time. It's not like child services being left out. It wasn't like that. It was like, feed yourself and go to school. Like, what the hell is the big deal? It wasn't. Mm-hmm. Very hygienic. I like to keep things clean. Mm-hmm. Whereas you're just a hurricane of mess sometimes.
Yeah,
wherever you go, there's just piles of shit.
I
everywhere.
literally cleaned my desk right before we started recording this.
Did you?
Yes. You see the pile is not on my printer anymore?
Yeah.
There was a big pile on my printer for like the last week. You're also very good with...
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Just you can do your thing.
And I've learned that it is more of an artist thing to have a messy workspace because in our heads we know where everything is, even though it looks like a mess to other people. But that's not entirely the case with me. I always lose stuff and I have absolutely no idea where it went.
I was going to say, she's making excuses for herself because I know lots of artists and carpenters and stuff like that have a very neat workspace.
I try to keep it clean.
And they know where everything is. Where are my colored pencils? Like, it's just a daily thing.
Dude, almost every single time I crochet, if I set my hook down, like even on my lap, it just disappears. I don't know where the heck it goes.
Yeah, and then I'll go to sit down on the couch and I have a crochet hook in my butt.
It's so weird. Like, I'll even like unfold my shirt because, you sit and your shirt folds up. I'm like, is my hook in my shirt? Nope, it's not. But then I stand up and it just like falls magically out of my shirt. Like, where did that just come from? It's so weird.
I mean, it's alright though. We're like a yin and yang.
You're the clean one, I'm the dirty one.
Which is funny because like per se, like, day to day, it's not like I'm pretty, I get dirty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty rough.
You touch bugs and dirt and...
Yeah, and I'm cleaner than you.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so weird. But you're also very good with stretching regularly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that you should do. It's not even about getting older or nothing. We've always done that. You gotta stretch, Pro athletes just don't get up off the couch and, run 100 yards. They do hours of conditioning and stretching, and people think it's lame to stretch, but in all honesty, you're just gonna hurt yourself. So whatever you do, you.
I used to work out and stretch and do a lot of crazy stuff when I was younger, and then I just stopped all of a sudden, like most people do. And so I'm not in the habit of stretching and working out. And I really need to start getting in the habit of doing that. And so I try to stretch periodically throughout the day.
I mean, you do, but like, you gotta stretch longer. It's the number one thing people do, even when they stretch, is it's pretty quick. It's like you're really supposed to hold a stretch for like a minimum of like 15 seconds or some shit like that. You really should longer, know. But you stretch, but
yeah, especially with my arms hurting so bad.
Not routinely. Like, you need to.
Yeah.
Like, I get up and stretch.
You stretch before bed.
Before bed, or like even a midday type thing too.
Yeah, before you go out and do something.
Like, you'll just kind of randomly, which is still good. It's better than that, but you just do it when you feel pain.
Yeah, mostly.
Which is what most people do, you know, but you do it when, just even waking up and then going to bed, it makes a huge difference. And then after you do something physical, it's called a, warm up and a cool down. That's beneficial. And it feels good.
Yeah, I always feel so much better after I stretch thoroughly.
That burn and a stretch, not a bad burn, but, it feels
Your body feels much looser.
Yeah, feel taller.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Shorty.
So I have been collabing with other artists, and I am very excited to start helping you with your music stuff on YouTube. The collabs that I just did this past week were a cross stitch and a mixed media water scene, and I have some plans for the upcoming weeks. I'm gonna continue my Tune Me series. I have a sticker sheet collab coming up. I plan on carpeting the stairs at some point because the dogs are old and they don't like going up the stairs and their feet slip regularly. And,
yeah, it's just wood.
Yeah, they're just wood stairs, and they don't even have like a backing to them.
Yeah.
They're just open.
Which is perfectly fine, but
yeah.
Reese gets ahead of herself. She's 14.
They get a little excited.
And then, she trips on herself all day anyway, so.
Yeah. Her hips are not doing well.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited to help you with your music stuff. You have some really cool music video ideas and stuff. You want to talk about that at all?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's just recording music, Usually, music every song has like a story or a theme, you know. So you just kind of like go off of that. Or what you perceive of it.
I read that if a song is more story driven, you should do like a story type of music video, and if it's more of just a simple little repetitive song, then you should do more of a live performance kind of music video.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no rules. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And I think that's what most musicians do anyways.
Yeah. You want me to record you recording your music though for some of the music videos. I think it looks cool with the program running in the background because like
a lot of guitar players do that on YouTube as well. Like the guys I like to watch. So it's like not edited in a way of like lip syncing, you know what I mean? So, because obviously your videos are going to be edited, but not in that aspect. But I've actually, have been writing music ever since I was a little kid, believe it or not. Most people, when they're starting with music, you play a lot of other people's songs, which you do, which I did as well. I still do, but like, whenever I would be in a band with my buddies growing up or my brother and sisters, we'd make up our own songs, you know what I mean? So that goes a long way when you start developing a sense of, being musically, I don't know, like in doing your own thing, like even how you were saying with videos or anything, or like storytelling. It's, I don't know. I always think it's funny how like people like music majors or teachers like tell you certain things, like even what you just said, not in a bad way or anything, but like if a song is like this, yada yada yada, you should make a video. If a song's like this, yada yada. Really, I mean, that's why I like music so much, is because there's no rules. You can do whatever you want. I mean, even art teachers do that. They try to like tell you certain ways of like doing things, but it's like, isn't that the point of art, is to express yourself in your own way? So it's kind of like, an oxymoron. So, and I think nowadays people are really hip to that. People do what, their own thing, A lot of people shit on millennials, but honestly, give them a lot of respect for, like, they kind of open their eyes more about certain things. Everybody's ignorant to some things, but they'll be like, no, I'm not going to do what you think I should do, which is, respectable.
Very self-motivated.
The world is different now,
Anything else?
You gotta go out there and mow the lawn.
Yeah.
And then
Possibly.
fights start at 5, so.
You gonna have time to mow and shower?
Yeah, I'm only doing the yard out here. I'll do the big field. It's like at least an acre or 2. I mean, it's kind of hard to put down the road. I'll do that tomorrow.
Sounds good.
So it won't take me too long. I was gonna ask you if you wanted to get some snacks before the fights. Maybe a beverage?
No. Thank you for sitting here with me, Nick.
You're welcome.
I'll have links in the description. As soon as Nick starts getting stuff up, I'll start including his links in my descriptions. Check out my collab playlists if you're interested in the things I mentioned earlier. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Let me know if you liked this video in place of my vlogs. In the comments, tell me about what your favorite part of the week was. I hope you have a wonderful day, and happy crafting!